Hello, everybody. Welcome. It's the Master of Malt Live competition draw. I'm going to bring in our good pal Jake. So we've got the two of us. Jake, howdy.
How you doing? Yeah, I wasn't sure we were going to be able to do this with half of the internet down earlier today.
Yeah, so if people are blissfully unaware, because they mercifully work with their hands or something like that, CloudShare went down today, and it's been a bit of a nightmare for about half the world, I think. So it seems like we're okay now. Please bear with us if there are technical difficulties.
Wooden objects to touch, yeah.
Yeah, seems like we're all okay, and we can do our draw. We've got 10 incredible lots for you as always, and we'll always just kind of give a little shout out to what's to come. There's some really good lots as always next week. I mean, you guys will know where they are, don't you? That's why you're here. But do make sure you shout out to your friends and spread the love and make sure you're not just hoarding all the incredible prizes. There's obviously we're going to start with a rum today actually, but we've got rum, we've got whiskey, we've got Armagnac. It's a really nice mix of stuff today. Should we just crack on, Jake? Want to get into the first one?
Yeah, we can do. Like you say, our regulars here know the score. I'm sure they're keeping tabs on what's going live. We've got Claire saying good afternoon and good luck, everybody. Absolutely. And hello to the rest of our regulars. I'm sure you're there. And we are straight into some rum, which Claire will like.
Yeah, I was going to say, if I remember rightly, this is right up Claire's streets.
Yes, and well, it's certainly up mine. I think you're the sort of the rum expert between us, but I'm a big fan of Havana Club. It works for me.
Well, I can do the very smug thing of I've been there. I've been to Cuba and I've had Havana Club at the distillery and everything. And yeah, the old sort of legendary now sadly passed Don Jose Navarro. So this was the classic of Cuban rum. But I mean, to be honest with you, once you get into the kind of high age Havana Clubs, they're all great. It's hard to, but this got a really nice kind of sweet little rebrand a couple of years ago as well. So the bottle looks absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, we zoom in on these so much, don't we? But you can sort of see that.
Yeah, it is a real looker if you do get a chance to have a nice one. It's £184 RRP. Tickets will go to £5. So as always, massive bargain to be had for somebody here. Should we bring in our wheel? Let's see who's got
Yeah. Claire's just saying she wants this for her advent calendar. I think she's doing like a full bottle advent calendar, she was saying last week, which is pretty awesome.
I knew Claire was after my own heart.
Absolutely. Here we go. And okay, let me bring that wheel in.
Havana Club 15-year-old, our first of the day. If you're just joining us.
Okay, ready.
There we go. Let's do it.
Here we go. And that looks like it's going to go over into Maya T, who had a couple of segments there. Congratulations, Maya.
Very, very tense little end there. Much drama to be had. Of course, as these lots go on, we tend to have more and more people who have bought into them, and it becomes impossible to read anything. But I do like on those ones where you can just get it's agonizing if you were the person next to Maya. I apologize. It's one of them. Let's crack straight on to our next one. We've got Bushmills here. Love Bushmills. I don't know anybody who doesn't love Bushmills actually as a distillery. Fantastic whiskey. The Causeway collection, which started 3 or 4 years ago, maybe a little bit longer than that now, has just been such a showcase of the very best of what the distillery does. They're really, really good in port casks, and that's what we have here. But also just the whiskey in general at that age, it just becomes so concentrated tropical fruit sweetness. It's incredible. I always call it like mbongo. It is just ridiculously good stuff. So somebody's going to get a real.
It always reminds me of those old yogurts I used to get when I was a kid that had the pieces of apricot in it, but in the best way possible. Yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. So this is a really, really beautiful bottle. It's about £250 RRP, and any of the Clés collection is worth getting. But like I said, the port cask is particularly good. So somebody's going to get a really, really nice bottle here. I'm going to bring the wheel in, and we'll see who that is.
Okay, let's find out. Oh, just into Thomas M. Congratulations, Thomas.
For a moment then, I thought I was going to say Maya again. I was going to say, my God, she's on a roll. Awesome, great. From one love of mine to another, so we've gone from a really beautiful old Irish whiskey to a really beautiful old grain. Anybody who knows me, I think we're pretty much aligned on this. A lot of us at Mushroom really love a big old grain. This is North British. It's vintage 1988. It's from Douglas Lang and thin and bottle rubbish. So it's ticking all the boxes basically. There's only 167 bottles of this ever released anyway. So it's, pretty rare stuff at 35 years old. But at kind of £300 sort of worth of a bottle at £5 a ticket is an absolute steal. This I'd be very pleased to win.
Grain, not quite as cheap as it used to be.
No, I know. God, when I started, this was there was some. I mean, there still are some real bargains to be had, and relatively compared to a 35-year-old single malt, that is unbelievably priced. But yeah, that does sound like a sort of a relatively normal price, doesn't it? So, yeah. That's the way things are going. Well, oh well. Single cask, old grain, beautiful stuff. Should we bring in the wheel? Should we do it?
Yeah, this is one I would love to get my hands on. So, best of luck to everyone here. Have you got the wheel? Yeah, here it is. Okay, let's find out. And that is Chris X. I mean, hope he does have a surname that begins with X, but it just seems very dramatic like that, doesn't it?
I was just thinking that. I mean, that's awesome. Thanks. That's really cool.
Well, congratulations, Chris. That is a beaut.
Lovely stuff. Another brand I really like is up next. God, I'd have done well out of this. Royal Salute is on the docket next. Royal Salute, of course, being sort of Pernod Ricard's really premium Scotch whisky blend brand. So all the kind of distilleries that usually go into things like Ballantine's and Chivas Regal, the kind of the really, really kind of high-end stuff is Sage or Royal Salute, and you get some pretty incredible expressions from them. A lot of kind of like, you'll get like Ghost Distillery stock in there, you'll get like really super aged stuff in there. This particular bottle is key to the kingdom. Its age statement is 30-year-old. I imagine the stuff that much older, but that's the minimum age. So everything in here is at least 30 years or older. But I bet there's some silly old stuff in there, because knowing what Sandy Hyslop is like with these blends, they're he does not mess around. So,
have I shared the wheel?
Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Let's see.
So they've moved some things around in our little streaming platform, and I can't see as much as I usually can. I keep sharing and then being like, "Oh, have I done it? Have I done it?" Right. Oh dear, it's all delirious. Black Friday and Christmas madness. Let's crack on. Here we are. Here's the right tab. Okay. Best of luck, everyone. It's going to be Ben R. Congrats, Ben.
Congratulations, Ben. I'm sure you're going to love that. What we've got next is something we do quite a lot in these competitions, which is collections. And this is a really cool one. This is basically just the Glen Scotia kind of core range, going from the newly launched 12 up to the 21s, but the 15 and 18-year-olds in there as well. As I said, the 12 is only a couple months old, I think. Very, very cool new release from the Camperdown distillery. They've done a really, really good job in the last few years, Glen Scotia. I think obviously Springbank is so beloved, but incredibly hard to get your hands on. Glen Scotia have managed to kind of fill the void for people who can't get their hands on Springbank, to make sure they've got some nice Campbelltown in their glass. And they do make some like stupidly good stuff in Nova Scotia. So,
no doubt, which makes this very nice collection. Yeah, big fans here.
This is also, I mean, if you win this and you're a bit like, this is just a Christmas shop done, basically. There's 4 bottles to put in people's stockings, done, the whole thing. Can't argue with that. Well, I mean, I'd be drinking it for them. There you go. Let's bring in the wheel. And it's a big wheel. People want this.
Yeah, quite rightly, yeah. Okay, and away we go. And yes, I can't see what's going to land. It's going to be Freya S. Congrats, Freya. That is a great little collection there.
Freya S, congratulations. We've got another collection next, this time from Kilhoman. Kilhoman, who are celebrating their 20th anniversary this year, which is crazy. I mean,
it kind of is, yeah. I remember when they were brand new distillery, really, and being over there when they had some of their first releases, and yeah, it does seem. It just makes me feel very old, to be honest. The passage of time is relentless, Adam.
Yeah, it is. Yes. I mean, I was 12 in 2005, but even when I joined the industry, kind of 8-9 years ago, Kilhoman still felt like the baby on Isla, and there was stuff in the works. We knew that like Ardent was coming, but it was still kind of the new kid on the block, and now it sort of feels like it's gone off to college and has become a man. I'm sort of
that's it, isn't it? I mean, there's been so many on the mainland in between as well.
Yeah.
Right. Let me find this wheel. But yes, another distillery. I think we both have a lot of time for here.
And I mean, you're getting 8 bottles in this.
Yeah, I can't do picture, do they? It's ridiculous.
The picture barely kind of does it justice because you can't fit all them in. But yeah, we've absolutely loaded this one. And I can tell how much you guys like it again because I can see the size of the wheel, which is, there we go, look at that. Big old wheel. People on the Kilhoman.
Claire's asking if I'm hiding my tipple this week in a fancy cup. No, it's I'm not adverse to putting a little something in my coffee, but no, it's just coffee for now. Right, where's this wheel? Here we go. Best of luck, everyone. That is going to be, James D. Congrats, James. 8 bottles of Kilhoman. Superb.
I mean, that's, again, like Christmas sorted if you want to give away a couple, drink it for yourself, It's also basically a full bar cart of goodies there. And tickets for what, £5? I mean, it's ridiculous. Amazing stuff. Yeah, very, very cool. I mean, this is competition, so everything's pretty good. Let's be right. But it does feel like today it's a lot of stuff that I particularly do like. We've got vintage Armagnac next. Clés de Ducs, I believe is the pronunciation. I might have butchered that, but
I think you got it. And we're talking about grain being great value, but vintage Armagnac, woo!
I mean, this is from 1960. You just imagine what a bottle of whiskey vintage 1960 would go for. This is £750 RRP.
Which is still a lot of money, of course, but I mean, yeah, the equivalent cost of a single malt that age is...
relative, that is unbelievable. So this would be an amazing present if you knew someone who was born in 1960 was having a celebration soon. But incredibly tempted just to open the bottle yourself. I understand because this is going to be one gorgeous drink, and I will always bang the drum for Armagnac, and in particular whiskey drinkers will love it if they're not familiar. Yeah, should we spin our wheel?
Let's do it. Yeah, I love this sort of thing. I love bottles like these. Okay, here's the wheel, and off we go. And that is Halleck G. Well done, Halleck. That's 1960 vintage. Mind boggles. It's phenomenal. Well done.
Yeah, literally older than my dad for Armagnac. I mean, it's incredible. All right, we're getting into kind of quite serious money now. This is a bottle of Hibiki 21-year-old, £1,200 RRP. You probably know that quite a lot of Hibikis have got like really beautiful artwork and label. I mean, the bottle itself is always gorgeous, but the brand does a lot of work with kind of Japanese artists and always has some quite interesting labels. This is Kacho Fugetsu this time, and it's the theme is nature. It is really worth looking up this bottle and looking at the package design and the aesthetic of the bottle itself. It is really, really pretty. And yeah, it's got 21-year-old Hibiki inside of it, so it's win-win all around.
It really is, yeah.
Yeah. Again, like I can already tell from the size of the wheel that everybody wants a piece of this. So let's bring it in. Let's see who's been lucky enough to get some.
Absolutely. Sean saying this is older than us combined. Talking about the Armagnac there, I think.
The me and you.
People here. Here we go. Here's Mary V. Mahiri. Do you know Adam? I'm butchering someone's name here. Help me.
Mary? Yeah, I think it's, yeah. Well, I mean, I think if I just want a bottle of 21 Hibiki, I'd say you can call me whatever you like, Jake.
Yeah. That's right, isn't it? It's a hell of a bottle. I mean, Japanese whiskey, just obviously the prices have gone north over the last few years so much, but that remains, I mean, a phenomenal range, but yeah, a phenomenal whiskey. So well done.
From one phenomenal whiskey to seven. Ardbeg a few years ago released the Trevan range, which is basically an annual batch of 19-year-old single malt. And if you, I'm sure a lot of people are familiar, but if not, they are really, really, really beautiful. Bourbon and Oloroso sherry casks, they're really kind of tropical and like fresh and vibrant, but still with that like big Ardbeg power. They finished this year, I think, with the 7th edition. And this is basically the entire set. This is bottles 1 through 7. So another absolutely incredible prize. You know, this is one that could very easily end up behind a glass cabinet, to be honest with you. But hopefully, whoever does win it cracks them open, because they are really. I've had a couple. I've not had all 7, but I've had a couple. Really, really cool stuff.
It's just mad again, isn't it? We're talking about the passage of time. You know, I remember when, again, you never saw any vintage or at least the vintage Arbegs you could get were very old and expensive then. But like it was all no age statement. That was the gap in production. And 19, a whole set of 7 different 19-year-old Arbegs. Phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah, again, even when I joined the industry, you wouldn't have guessed an Ardbeg that age. There's a 25-year-old now. Crazy. How time moves.
So
much.
Yeah, and somebody on it's just is about to be made very happy. So let's find them. Joseph C. Congrats, Joseph. Well done.
Don't be afraid to share, Joseph C.
Yeah, I mean, you keep saying people are going to be, giving a few away as Christmas presents.
Yeah, I mean, that would be.
I'm not sure I'd be giving too many of those away, but I'd definitely be cracking some open. Yeah.
I'm kind of conscious. I don't know if that guy, but it's a week and a month until Christmas. So people's Christmases are being made here. Maybe the greatest gift is to yourself. Oh, that would be lovely on Christmas Day, wouldn't it? Anyway, let's we've got one more for the day. It is £4,500 worth of bourbon. The old-fashioned copper distillery. People might have heard of E.H. Taylor, who's a legendary 19th century whiskey maker, and he christened this distillery. It's one of those brands that's sort of held in real high esteem by bourbon drinkers. And it's just got a really, really beautiful, distinct bottle. Again, it's not quite something you can see in the small picture in the corner, but if you look at it properly on the last website, the way the neck forms and everything, really pretty. yeah, it's just really kind of old, gorgeous, incredible bourbon. 2005 vintage. This is just going to be all kinds of good. I can't even. I mean, I personally haven't tasted this exact one, but I have had some stuff from O.F.C before, and it is off the chain goods. So, yeah, really, really amazing stuff. Just thinking that, yeah, another big looking wheel. Just having a little look. Just before we just do the final one, just again another shout out to have a look at the lots for next week, and just please share the love and let people know. And yeah, I think for the last time we'll spin that big old wheel. Are we? Did we get it?
Let's do it. Let's find one more winner. Yeah. Whew. Yeah. Crikey. £4,500. Right. Here we go. It's going to be. Oh, I shouldn't try and guess on these big wheels. It's Craig M. Huge congrats, Craig. Top of the shop.
Congratulations, Craig. Wow, look at that. We've got through 10 incredible lots once again. Thank you very much to everybody for joining us. Thankfully, doesn't seem that there were any technical difficulties. Hopefully this has all been all right. You've all been able to watch and enjoy and feel the drama, and congratulations to all our winners. Yeah, great. I think that was a really, really cool set of lots this week. Really awesome stuff.
Indeed, yeah. Claire saying have a splendid week. Yep, you too, Claire, and to all of our viewers here. And yeah, we'll be in touch with the winners shortly, as ever. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Thank you very much, Adam.